and in this video we will be going to analyze the solutions of MCQ. So we had an MCQ round today for financial accounting paper number 5. We had an MCQ round today and the topic was depreciation, which is from study note number 1. Okay, so the MCQs expected from this particular chapter, depreciation, is quite higher in number. That is why I have prepared most important, or basically said most popular 10 MCQs for you guys. Now this is the time to analyze the solution, because I can see in the group that many of the students were asking me that how is this possible, or many of the students discussing that this answer is incorrect or the options given are incorrect. So basically I will tell you that the right solution, which was already given in the question itself, but I will also tell you the reason, as I have told you that we will be coming live onto the YouTube and solving all your doubts. So here we go with the solution part. Now this test has been done on 4th of May, right? If somebody is watching who has not attained or who has not participated into this MCQ round, he or she can participate by joining this group, CMA Inter group. So you will have to just go to Telegram and search @CMA Inter group, or you may search t.me/CMA Inter group. Now let us one by one analyze the solutions. First, the very first question that we have, MCQ number 1, is original cost of machinery has been given, salvage value has been given, useful life has been given, and now it is asking us to calculate the depreciation amount as per sum of your digit method. But as you can see here, the poll or the quiz stats says that 22% has been opted for 6,000, 22% also opted for 12,000, and 34 opted for 18,000, and 22% opted for 36,000. See, if you can analyze the percentages, so the percentage is highest in 18,000 option, but that's incorrect, that's also incorrect, and that's also incorrect. The correct option is 36,000. See, you have to more focus. Whosoever has answered this and this will have to be more focused toward the studies, because you are giving the wrong answers. Okay, now let me explain you how it has been came. So if you know about sum of your digit method, so how do we calculate depreciation or annual depreciation amount under this particular method? So we will write the remaining life. See, for 6 years it has been, remaining life is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and so on. So it is asking us for first year only. So the remaining life for the first year, it is for first year, second, third, fourth. So in the first year the remaining life of machine is 6 years, right? As per the sum of a digit method, we have to see that how much the remaining life is left. So 6 years has left for the machinery. Now we will have to add all these numbers, like 6 plus 5, 5 plus 4, 4 plus 3, 3 plus 2 and 2 plus 1. So if we add all the numbers, 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, we get, what do we get? Let me write it here. So we get 21 as addition. So it is very simple to do. You have got the remaining life divided by total of these remaining lives. So you will have to multiply this fraction with the amount of machinery to find the annual depreciation for first year. For second year, in the same way, you will have to do 5 divided by 21, so it will become 5 then. Hope you all are understanding. So in the very first year, you will have to do you will have to do 6 divided by 21. In the second year, in the same manner, 5 divided by 21, 4 divided by 21 and so on. So here you can see remaining life, here you can see the total of all the remaining lives. So this goes like this. So now the the value that has been given is 1,30,000 and the salvage value is 4,000. So 1,30,000 minus 4,000 gives us 1,26,000. 1,26,000 multiply by 6 divided by 21. So if you do it, then you will be getting 33,000 as your answer, final answer and the correct answer. So here we go with 22% of the persons has given this answer. Only 22 persons has given this answer, but this answer is correct. Okay, now let's move on to MCQ number 2. So now we very straightforward MCQ has been asked by you. It is very simple MCQ, or you can say it is a theoretical question. So for each MCQ you are given 3 minutes, right? So as you can see here, the question is under annuity method the amount of depreciation is. So if you know about annuity, so what is annuity? You might have learned this concept into finance of maths. So what is annuity? Annuity is a periodical payment. Annuity is a periodical payment of a certain amount, periodical payment of a certain amount that does not change over a period of time. It remains same in all the period. Just annuity means a payment that has been made after a certain period of time. It can be at the beginning of a period or it can be at the end of the period. You might have learned the concept of annuity in financial management, or you might have learned in the mathematics part. Now, increasing, how it can be increased if it is an annuity? Please work upon your basic concept. It is too weak if you are marking it as increasing every year. It is a wrong answer. See, 19% of the people have answered this option, 25% C, but hopefully 44% and the highest percentage has given the right answer, and 12% of the persons are not sure whether it can increase or whether it can decrease. So please focus on onto your concepts more. All the people who has given 44% people who has given the right answer, congratulations to you all that your concepts are good and you are going to pass with the flying colors, and rest you will also pass, just you have to do some hard work, because this is not the examination but this can be asked into the examination. Or I had told you that the source of these MCQs are scanners, your module, your RTP, your MTP, your PTPs and so on. So the paper will for financial accounting will be designed through these sources only. That is why I prepared it well. Now the third MCQ. The main objective for providing depreciation. Again, straightforward question, no doubts arising, I guess. Now 6% people, greedy people, have answered reduced tax. So are you sure? In intermediate we have a subject direct taxation, paper number 7, and in such chapter we have in such subject we have a chapter called PGBP. In such chapter you will having a concept named depreciation. So please think over it. Do you provide depreciation to reduce tax liability? Are you sure about it? I don't think that you provide depreciation to reduce tax liability. So the 6% people who have answered this, please do not do this again. Now 56%, I am very happy to see this, 56% of people have answered the right option, but I want to see 100% people giving the right answer, because it is a straightforward question and no doubt should arise. Show the true financial position in the balance sheet. Do you really think that depreciation has been provided due to this objective? It is the wrong answer. It is also wrong. Now it is also a good thing that 0% people has marked it due to legal requirement, because there is no such legal requirement. Okay, now 56% has answered because the one of the most important objective of providing depreciation is replacement of fixed assets only. We have to collect the amount, so one day we can replace the machinery with a new one. So the things goes like this. Moreover, now let's move on to MCQ number 4. The WDV of a set after 3 years is 36450. By following reducing balance method at 10% per annum, what was its origin value? See, most of the people have answered it correctly. Very good. Now this is a very You can say easy or you can say it's a tricky one, because now suppose it has not given the original value of the machinery, so we can assume it as 100. Now what is the rate of depreciation? 10% as per WDV. So if you assume the original value of the machinery as 100, so in the first year you will deduct 10%, then again 10%, then again 10%. Being it WDV, you cannot directly deduct 30%, because in WDV you deduct the percentage of depreciation on the amount that has been came by deducting. See, 100 minus 10% gives you 90. Now the depreciation will be calculated onto such amount. So bring your calculator and from 100 minus 10% you get 90, then minus 10% you get 81, then minus 10% you get 72.9. So 72.9% of original value is remaining, and what is the remaining value is 36450. 36450. If 36450 is 72.9%, what is 100%? Very easy sum. 36450 divided by 72.9 multiply by 100. So multiply by 100, if you do, you get 50k in hand. Okay, so this is the right answer. 77% people have answered it so far correctly. Now interest on capital outlay is considered in, no doubt, annuity method, no SLM method. Have you ever found interest element in SLM? Are you kidding me? And also in WDV. In depletion is another method specially made for some other purpose. So annuity is the only method that considers capital outlay, interest on capital outlay. Right. A machine was purchased at a cost of 5,30,000. Depreciation was charged at 10% per annum instead of 25% per annum. What will be the rectification entry? So this is the portion that was quite confusing for some of the students. Now see, depreciation was to be charged at the rate 25%. So let us consider first what should be charged. So 5,30,000 at the rate 25%. So depreciation must be charged at this rate. The amount comes as 132,500. I cannot keep the amount with me. Please remember it, or you can plus the memory at your calculator. So 132,500 is the amount that supposed to be charged as depreciation. Now what has been charged is 5,30,000, 10% only. See, 5,30,000, 10% comes to 53,000. Now what should we have charged is 1,32,500, and what do we have charged is 53,000. So minus these amounts you get 79,500. So difference is 79,500. You must have charged 132,500, but you have charged 53. So you have charged a low amount, lesser amount, but you should have charged higher amount, higher by this amount. Okay, so you will have to provide more depreciation of 79,500 to make it correct this. So sometimes it happens that the options given in the questions are incorrect. This is the question from basically study material. So as the answers given in the study material, I have given also, but the correct answer is option number A. I am very happy to see that 47% of the people have given the right answer. So the right answer is debit profit and loss account 79,500, because by debiting profit and loss account it increases the depreciation. Depreciation is an expense, and by debiting you are increasing it. Now by crediting provision for depreciation is a liability, and by crediting it you are increasing it. That is why the option 1 is correct. Sometimes it happens that the options or the answers given in the module study material are incorrect. So please use your mind, do not go with the answers most of the time, right? So out of 10 only one question has incorrect answer. Do not worry, if you know the answer right, please be proud of yourself. Now question number 7, it is a question of change of method. I am very happy to see the highest percentage of the people has given the right answer. Now Cost of machinery is 60,000, rate of depreciation 20%, method of depreciation SLM. In second year, they decided to change the method and adopt WDV with the same rate if machine was sold for 30,000 at the end of third year. Calculate loss profit on sale. Okay, but in the third year, okay, so in the second year itself they decided to change the method, so we have to deduct only 20%. So if you deduct 20% only, then 48 will be remaining. Now on this 48,000 you will have to apply WDV method. And then how would you apply WDV method with the same rate? See, 1 year has been elapsed and now you are remaining with WDV. So from 48,000 you will have to minus 20%. You will be left with 38,400. Then you will again to minus it from 38,400 again you will have to minus 20%. You get 3720. So this is the book value. This is the book value of machinery as at the end of the third year. Now the value is this, but you sold it for 30,000. So it is a straightforward answer that you incurred a loss of 720. Right. So the question number 7 is very straightforward question. Or see, in examination you will be given only a single minute to solve MCQs. I had given you 3 minutes for each question. I hope you have utilized all the time very efficiently. Now, value as per invoice. So this is a tricky one. That this question is a very good question, and this checks your all basics about capital and revenue expenditure chapter also. If you have not read this concept yet, you can watch a video of mine that has been uploaded explaining what is capital and revenue expenditure in very detailed way. Okay, so you can grab the detailed analysis of concept related to this question from such video. I will share the link in the description box. Please do visit the description box. Now, value of invoice discount. So first of all we have to minus the discount that has been given by the vendor, 30,000. So we are remaining with 6 lakh. We will do all the calculation on the basis of 6 lakh till now. Now let's see it is only the game of addition and subtraction. So what will you consider or what do you not consider? You will only consider such costs which are required or which are of the capital nature, which are of capital expenditure. See, we add to the machinery cost everything that is required to make machinery usable. So we add every expense or every loss that has been incurred due to making the machinery finally usable. Okay, so now we will have to consider all the expense that will be considered and that will not be considered. So we will be classifying the expenses, right? See, this we have already treated. Erection charges. So what do you think were erection charges? So erection charges is a very vital expense that has to be incurred to make the machinery usable. So erection charges shall be added. Now delivery charges. So if the delivery is not completed, then how will you use the machinery? The delivery charges will also be included. So this is also be included, this will also be included. Now maintenance charges. Maintenance charges will be incurred only when you start using the machinery. Will it incur by taking from vendor shop to your factory? Will there be maintenance charges? So the answer is no, there will be no maintenance charges, because the maintenance charges will incur only after a year or after a certain period, right? So it has given that maintenance charges per annum is 25,000. So this will not be considered. Because it is a maintenance charges, or maintenance charges are basically incurred on a regular basis. It is not a one-time expense, or we can say it is not in capital expenditure. Additional spares to increase capacity. So any expenditure that has been incurred to increase the capacity is in capital expenditure, in short. So this expense will also get added. And insurance is an optional thing to do, that is why it will not be included. Now what we have collected till here, 6 lakhs, plus 30,000, 15, 15, 30. So we have left with 6,30,000. Then we will be adding 40,000 in it. Then we will be getting 6,70,000. Now the question is asking us, so we have got the original value of the machine. Now question is asking us the depreciation. No, the question is asking us the WDV for third year. See, first of all you will have to minus from 6,70,000 minus 10% for the first year. For the first year you have to minus, you will get this. Then you will have to again minus 10%, you will get this. Okay, now 54, if you calculate 10% of this amount, you will get 54,270, and that's the right option, 54,270. I hope you got the answer very well. So this is how you consider some of the things and you do not consider some of the things. This is called relevant cost and irrelevant cost. You will be learning this at costing subject. Okay, now question number 9. A new machine is purchased on 1st January 2013. It was depreciated as per WDV 15%. Its opening WDV was 3684.75. So there was a basically omission of date. So date was 1116. So the date was 1116, I guess. 1116 was the date. Now what do we have to calculate? Now the company wants to change the method to 10% per annum SLM. The original cost of machinery is, see, if the machinery has been purchased on 1st Jan 2013, now it has been 3 years. Basic. Now the company wants to change the method to 10% per annum SLM. The original cost of machinery is, see, it has been purchased at first 13. See, first year, first 14, second year 15, third year. So 3 years has been elapsed. 3 years has been elapsed. Now the opening in the beginning of fourth year, WDV is this. So in the same sense as we had a question related to this, first of all we have to minus 15% from this, we get 85. Then we will also minus 15% from this, we will get 72.25. Then we will again minus 15% because it is about 3 years. Then we will get, see, you have to take absolute numbers to get the right exact answer. 61.4125%. See, after deducting 3 years of depreciation, the remaining WDV or the remaining value of the machinery is equal to 61.4125%. So please press the memory plus button on your calculator and see if 36,875 is 61.4125%, then what is 100%? If 36,875 is 61 point this, multiply by 100, so what do we get is nothing but 61.425, nothing but 6 lakh. So the correct option is 6 lakh and not 5,10,000. So all those who has calculated 5,10,000, they have considered it as 2 years only. So if you consider 2 year only, see, like this, 100 minus 15%, 85, and again minus 15%. So you will get something like 82.25%, sorry, 72.25%. So they have done like this, divide 36,875 divide by 72.25. So you will get 5,10,000, but this is wrong because it has been 3 years now. So the correct answer for this is 6 lakh. Now the last question. The Commerce Court purchased a machine on 1/4/2008 for 3 lakh and charging depreciation on WDV. Okay. On 31st/3/9, after a year, sold the car for 1,65,000 and incurred a loss of 75. The rate of depreciation has been asked in the question. Now, how do you find the rate in this particular question? You can find out it. See, how what is loss is equal to when sales is less than the book value of the machinery, you incur losses, right? So we have given the loss 75,000. So if we add loss plus sales, then we will get book value in the same manner. See, loss equal to sales is greater than book value, okay? Or we can say like this, sales minus book value is equal to loss if it is greater than if book value is greater than sales. In the same way, if you take it here, then loss plus sales equal to book value. We have given loss and sales as well. Loss is 75 and sales is 165. Sales is 165 plus loss is, what is loss? 75. 165 plus 75. What is this? What is the amount now? What we get? 2,40,000. So this was the book value, 2,40,000. And what was the original cost is 3 lakh. So if you deduct from 3 lakh 2,40,000 because it is book value, you get 60,000. So 60,000 is the amount that has been charged as depreciation. So if you want to calculate the percentage of depreciation, then you do like this: 60,000 divided by 3 lakh multiply by 100. So it is straightforward 20%. See, this is led the discussion over now because we have done all the MCQs, and I also want to ask you a question that what should be the timing according to you for the MCQ? Till now it is 10 p.m. every day, but it is not so good for some students. So let me know in the comment section that what do you think about the timing of the MCQ round, and do not forget to subscribe the channel to get regular analysis of every MCQs, because we will be analyzing all the solutions for all the MCQs from now. Okay, so with this thought, I would like to wind up the lesson. Thank you.